What's up, guys? Today we have a video about 30 people rate attractiveness from 1 to 10. All right. Well,
If I'm being blatantly honest, I would say maybe a 2.
maybe a 2. I don't think so, bro. Like this guy's not a 2, man. Well, I guess at first we have to do the comparison, right? So for comparison, this is from Reddit. Yeah, this is the average men around the world. So I guess average is 5, right? So 0 is like pretty bad, and 10 is the prettiest person on the planet. There should be like 1 or 2 people out of 10, right? So this is the average male of all the countries, okay? As a reference. And this is the average female of all the countries for reference, okay? Yeah, I think look pretty average. Like, I mean, they look like you would expect how the countries look, right? I mean, how people in that country would look. Yeah, average is 5. So for me, right, I guess my scale is different, but I think, like a typical like comparisons, Angelina Jolie, right? I think she's an 8 or 9, maybe a 9. Like she's one of the prettiest like woman on the planet. I mean, she's an actress. She's like successful. Like, I think we can agree that she's at least a 9, right? I mean, what is this? What is this article by NBC's? This is an average man. No, it's a fake model. It's a fake AI like illustration. Yeah, this is This is kind of funny. Yeah. So I rate myself. I think I put myself as a 5.5 right now, cause I'm out of shape. I haven't worked out for like almost 3 years. Yeah, it's almost been 3 years since I work out like seriously. I don't work out anymore. I mean, physique update. I mean, I still have a little bit, right? Yeah, I still have a little bit, but I'm getting these chops a lot. So yeah, 5.5. If the average scale from Reddit, like average man and woman is a 5, right? Yeah, I put myself 5.5. No cap. Low? High? I don't know. This guy's not a 2, man. This guy, I put him at least like a 5.5. I mean, I think maybe the hairs are like out of trend. Maybe change the hair a little bit, but his face look pretty good. Maybe work out a little bit more. What do you think? Let me know in the comment below. There's no way. Like he's even smiling, bro. There's no way he's a 2. Like, I think he knows it. He's trying to be humble. There's no way.
10 up.
A what? An 8?
Maybe a 2.
An 8?
I mean, I think she's pretty, but to be fair, right? We said Angelina Jolie is a 9, right? Yeah, I don't think she's an 8. I mean, a 9 is like one of the most prettiest people on the planet. I think she's like a solid 6.5 and 7, which is a lot because a 5 is average. A 6.5 is way above a 5. Because I put myself as a 5.5 right now.
10 out of 10.
Okay, I think they are playing because look at the smile. Like I think they know what they're playing too. I don't think they're being serious. I mean, I don't know what is up with people rating themselves like 10 out of 10, right? I mean, you can be confident. Like, I'm confident too, right? I'm confident that I am 5.5 out of 10, right? Like, nothing wrong with it. I mean, the real beauty is from within, right? Outside is like, look fade, but like you can be confident. But I think there's a certain level of objectiveness. Objectively, yeah, I think they're playing. I would put them like maybe 6.5, 7. It's pretty good. Like, nothing to be like ashamed of, bro. There are like how many? Like 10 billion, 8 billion people on the planet. So half of them is 5, right? So if you're 6, you're one scale above 4 billion people on the planet. That's a lot, bro. Yeah, in this case, I think they're playing. Like they're making a smirk and shit. Yeah.
You gotta be confident about yourself.
Yeah, maybe they're playing around. Man, this video it's gonna be funny.
How do you rate your looks on a scale of 1 to 10? We're continuing our series where we branch out from the usual format and instead ask people for a range of different backgrounds on how they feel about all things related to beauty and aesthetics. So how do you rate your own looks? It's quite a bit of an...
I mean, I guess they're having fun, so that's pretty good, right? I mean, the whole point of the video is having fun, right? I mean, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, like, maybe it's not fun at all. I'm glad they're having fun.
Good question to answer. So really appreciate everyone who participates in this video.
Yeah, like look right here, like this guy.
Good question to answer. So really appreciate everyone.
Like this guy's a chat, man. Like he looks like he's pretty tall. Looks like he's in shape, pretty lean and stuff. Yeah, this guy knows it too.
Who participates in this video. As we were looking back
has
at
a jawline,
we did
everything.
notice a specific trend in the answers that ties in well with some of the research that we've been exploring lately.
Well, to be fair, I think you're born with a certain face and a certain body, but I think there are things you can do that increase that attractiveness. I mean, we're not counting personality here, just objectively look, right? Like for myself, right now, I can like get back to working out. Oh, also, you know, like curiosity, out of curiosity. How many of you guys want to see me do like a physique from like 3 years ago when I work out like pretty tough, like pretty serious? Like I wanted to do bodybuilding and I was a lot bigger than now and a lot leaner. I can do like not from a hero, but from something to zero now, which is right now because I lost a lot of muscles. And I get a stomach fat. I get some chubs. You know, some chubs. Yeah, but back to the point. I think there are things you can do to increase your attractiveness. And we're not talking about personality. Like no personality in this question.
7 out of 10. What?
7 out of 10. She's pretty confident. I mean, at least she didn't say she's 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think she's above average for sure.
I was gonna say 6, but I said let me.
Because you know she have a jawline. You know that jawline. Her face kind of symmetrical. Symmetrical, right? Yeah. Usually, what is the metric that you're looking for? I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna let you guys know. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty sure the symmetry is part of beauty.
Just hype myself up a little bit.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's an 8, man. If Angelina Jolie, this is her youth. If she's a 9, I don't think she's one below her. Well, to be honest, I think she's average. I mean, is she not what you would expect from an average person? I mean, nothing wrong with it. Maybe 5.5 above average.
I like the way I look.
I mean, of course, there are things you can do to like increase your attractiveness, right? You can go work out, you can eat better, get a little muscles. You know, like there are things you can do. Maybe do some makeups. I don't know. Well, I don't like makeups in general, but for some people, sure.
But sometimes there are days when I don't. So
Yeah.
Maybe like
I mean, sometimes I look terrible, like absolutely bad.
7.5.
I don't think he's 7.5, man. Like, am I crazy that people is putting themselves too high, man? Like, he's not bad looking in general.
Maybe like a...
But I mean, like, this is the average man. Where's America? I mean, I can't find America. Well, crap. I can't find America. I think he's the 5. What do you think? He's a little skinny too, so you know there are things he can do. Like, you know, work out and do things, you know, like to increase the attractiveness. I don't know if I like that shirt though, that style. I don't know. I don't think he's a 7.
Yeah, 7.5.
I would say 7.
Probably.
I don't think she's a 7. Am I crazy?
Maybe like a 7.5.
I would say 7.
Yeah, I think she's 5. Yeah, I think she's 5.
Probably say 7.
Well, that
You know, this is the only case.
I would say 7.
Probably.
This is the only case that when someone said they are 7, I think they are like 7. Like, look at this guy jawline, bro. Look at that jawline. He has pretty good, like, you know, like facial symmetry. The hair look pretty good too. He's in shape, you know, like he looks to be kind of tall. Like, I think he's a 7. which is way above me. I put myself 5.5 right now.
Say 7.
Well, it definitely depends on how I'm feeling, but probably like a 7 out of 10.
I mean, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but I don't think she's a 7, bro. I mean, we just have to go back to that like 5 average scale, right? Yeah, I don't think she's a 7 at all. I think she's a 5. I mean, I think she's what I would expect, to be like an average person.
10?
I think I rate myself a 7.
So it seems that
I think I put her at maybe 5.5 or 6, which is above average.
a lot of people rated themselves a 7 out of 10. And this
I mean, think about it. If everyone's a 7, if everyone's a 10, right? Then who's going to be a 4? I mean, someone has to be the 4, right? If the average of everyone is a 5, right? And most people look like 5, right? And there are so many 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So who's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, someone's gonna have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I mean, it sounds bad, but like you can always improve upon yourself. Yeah, I think beauty comes from within. But I mean, if unfortunately, like you don't look the best, like you can do certain things to increase your attractiveness, like working out, eat better, like change your style, and then maybe so you can increase like maybe 1 or 2 points, and then compensate the rest with your personality. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, bro.
is in line with what we predicted after researching the topic in more detail. Just taking one study as an example, Cooper et al. Asked unmarried university students to rate their own attractiveness and found most men and women also rated themselves a 7 out of 10.
I don't know. I don't think most people are 7. I'm gonna have to say most people is a 5, right? Yeah.
When asked about the lowest possible attractiveness level that they would consider for a potential romantic partner, again, most said a 7.
How can most people marry a 7? If most people marry a 7, how can people like 5 getting married? How are most people at 5 getting married? Like this guy put himself like a 4.5 or 5. Looks a little skinny to me. Maybe change the hair. I don't know if that hair is like in trend. I feel like that hair is like pretty common against like kids. Maybe change the hair, like get a half point.
Out of 10.
I'd probably rate myself about a 7.
I think her face looked pretty good, but I don't think she's a 7. I think she's a 5.5. Like me, I'm a 5.5.
7.5, 8, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think that I try to make myself look nice and I make an effort.
I mean, it's good you make an effort, though. I appreciate it.
Probably like a 5.5, 6 maybe.
Huge shout out to this guy for like being honest. In this case, I do think he's a 5.5 like me. According to that scale, okay? Yeah, I do think he's a 5.5. Like, he has a good jawline and everything. Has a cool beard. I can't see his hair, though. Cannot see the hair.
6.
5.5 question mark?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think I come under like beauty of standards, like high beauty of standards for sure. But I think I don't find myself too bad, and that's I think.
I mean, she's not bad looking, but I still think she put herself too high.
Is exactly
What do you think about her? Let me know in the comment description. I mean, the comment down below.
why. I do not want to give myself a 5. I want to definitely be a 7, I guess.
I mean, I don't think it's about what you want or not. It's about like what you think objectively. Like if you round up the whole planet Earth, if everyone do this like survey like anonymously, right? If everyone's being honest and no one can find out, no one can find out about like what you give other people, and you get the average score of the whole planet. I think that's objectively like fact. I mean, right now when you go out to the street, you're gonna tell someone who look bad, right? They're gonna get mad at you and give you some shit, man. So you're not being honest. You don't want to hurt their feeling. You don't want to get in trouble. But I mean, anonymously, if you're saying the truth, like yeah, I think she's above a 5, but she's not a 7.
Your research
What do you think? Let me know.
found similar results and went a step further by looking at how people rate their own appearance compared to the perceptions of others.
I think I get enough attention, but I know I can still improve,
I mean, I think for any girl, right? A girl's pretty easy to get like attention compared to guys. Like I think a girl who's a 5, get way more attention than a guy who's a 5. Am I crazy? I think it's true, man. Yeah, I think on dating apps and like Tinder or whatever, like messages or Instagram or whatever, right? By the way, I think Instagram is the new dating app, the new best dating app. Maybe Facebook? I don't know. Yeah, I think like she has like guys messaging her for sure, but like maybe that's why her ego is kind of like inflated, and she put herself like higher. Because for a lot of 5, a girl who's a 5, they can get quite a bit of guys if they want to. But for a guy, the DM's pretty dry, man. Like I remember when I was in college, I was super skinny, like wacky hair. My DM's kind of dry. Like I have no one. Maybe I have like 1 or 2, and that's it. Like who else can relate? Let me know in the comment. Like like sometimes you match with a girl. Right? I was on dating app for a little bit, like not for a long time. I was trying it out in college for fun, like maybe like a month or 2, and then like whenever you get a match, it's like like after like you swipe right on a whole bunch of people, and then like after 1 week you have maybe like, well, I mean I think I got like 10 or 20 match, but I think some of my friends they only have like 4 or 5. I mean, I just put stupid things in the comment too, like some kind of stupid things. But the thing is, the first thing is when you say hello, you type hi, they ghost you right away. I guess it's like boring, right? And girl be putting stuff like here for a good time, not for a long time. And like don't say hi, it's boring. And then I said hi, how are you doing? And ghosted. So I think I was talking. Yeah, I was talking to like I could carry a conversation with like maybe like less than 5 people in general, because the rest ghost me. But I think I recently saw a video like a girl, like what is that video called? Yeah, she did like a Tinder like dating app like experiment on YouTube. I think she have like thousands of messages. That's crazy. There's no way.
I think I have a nice smile, and
okay, show your smile. I want to see you smile. I mean, right now I think you're kind of pressured. You're not smiling.
I think my hair and eyes go together, like my freckles. I think
Where's the smile?
it's something a bit different about me.
I think
Haven't seen a smile.
I'm not conventionally beautiful. I know some.
I don't think she's bad looking though. She has a jawline. She has a symmetrical face. Her eyes pretty fine. I mean, I think she's a little humble, but I mean, it's good to like, like have self-actualization.
Sometimes when I look at myself, there are certain features, but I don't think others would see me like.
I put herself like 5.5 maybe. But of course, there's always things you can do to increase it.
Maybe I would see myself as 8 on certain days, but I know others wouldn't.
I put herself maybe like 6, 5.5 or 6.
So a solid 6.
Analia brings up
Yeah, she put herself 6. Like I think she nailed it. Yeah, bro, the first girl on this video who nailed it.
a great point on this, where how we perceive ourselves isn't necessarily how others view us. And we can see this play out in a greater range in Travers Minimized.
Like this girl right here, right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I think she's like at least like a 6.5. Yeah, good looking.
2020 study where most people rated their own looks higher with a 6.03.
See, like right here, 6.7. Wait, the first thing is this study anonymous or is it like in person? I don't know. They didn't tell me, because in person it's probably anonymous, right? To be exact. And is everyone like 100% like honest? But even whatever happens, like the self rating is 6.7, but you lose almost 1 point from other people. Yeah, so whatever you were giving yourself, you decrease that by almost 1 point. Let's round up to 1, okay? So if I rate myself a 5.5, in like other people, like on average, I might be a 4.5.
Out of 9 on average.
Between 4.5 to 5.
Average, or a 6.7 out of 10 relative to the perception of others being rated as 5.44 out of 9 on average, or roughly a 6 out of 10. So almost a full point difference.
The funny thing is, look at this graph right here. Look at this graph.
This gap in perception.
The unattractive people, they have super high subjective. right? And then the below average, it's still higher subjective than objective. So subjective is how you see yourself, and objective is how people see yourself. And I guess right here is average. So the average have almost the same amount of subjective and objective. So for most average people, they know they are average. They know they are almost average. And now the funny thing is the above average. The above average is the exact rating. Yeah, this is the group that's like, I guess like me, right? A 5.5. Yeah, like 5.5. Like this is about a 6. Above average is like a 6. And the funny thing is, the people who's attractive, they think they are less attractive than what people think they are. I guess they're too self-conscious, huh? Yeah, have you heard of this thing called the halo effect? You know, like attractive people, like they get things done their way. But the thing is, those people, they always have dysmorphia. Like, you know, when I was big, right, my arm was way bigger than now. Like almost twice as big. Well, more than twice as big. So right now, let me show you guys, okay? It's like this, right? So back then, I couldn't wrap my hand around this. So it's like this, to wrap my hand around it, right? Touch right here. Right? So I wrap my hand right here, and then add a little bit more. I don't remember how much more. So in the past 2 years, from between my highest to my lowest, I lost almost 50 pounds of like mass. Maybe like 45. Yeah. Right now I bounced back a little bit because I've been eating a little more, but I'm not working out or nothing. So yeah, so at first I have like severe like muscle dysmorphia, but now it's getting a little better. I mean, I'm still kind of skinny fat, so my face and my belly get bigger, but my arm and my shoulder is smaller. I mean, use it or lose it, right? But this graph's kind of funny. I was right. Yeah, the unattractive has high self-esteem, maybe too high, and the unattractive have low self-esteem. I mean, the unattractive have too high self-esteem, and the attractive have too low self-esteem. Well, a little lower, not crazy low.
Pronounced for the least attractive people in the sample, while the most attractive participants actually underrated their looks compared to...
Yeah, so I guess this is above average. So they nailed it. The above average people nailed it.
Outsiders' perception.
So I guess it's between 5.5 and 6.
This gap is a pretty consistent finding in the literature, and Matthew Tull's study provides evidence for some self-awareness about this.
Yeah, like you can tell here, like this guy's more attractive than this guy, right? Like the jawline. I guess he's also in shape. I think the hair is better too, but this guy can also grow back his hair. But I mean, I don't know how he would look if he grow back his hair. But this guy eyes, you know, like better shape too. Eyebrows, can you put on like fake eyebrows or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, but the first thing that stands out to me is the jawline. Maybe the hair. Same person? I mean, they don't tell me enough information.
Fact. Men in particular accurately predicted other people would rate them as less attractive, but persisted in rating themselves higher in spite of that awareness.
Ooh.
Okay, that's the same guy, right? Has to be, right?
I'd say a 9.
You know, this girl is pretty attractive, but I don't think she's on the level of Angelina Jolie. This is a reminder of her. I think this is her. I don't know, like these pictures. I don't know which one is. Which one is like, you know, the fact? Are they fake pictures? I don't know. I think I put her like a 7.5. Right? Am I crazy? So she's one of the rare cases, you know, like according to the graph, like people who's attractive usually like have lower rating. But I mean, those people, I guess, is the one not in the video. Yeah, I guess the one who's like confident, who's like has high self-esteem, usually end up in the video, right? Yeah. So I guess because of that, they have higher like rating.
Like I said before, I think for me, sometimes I like the tip of my nose, sometimes I don't. I think I don't really have the standard kind of features.
But you see this thing? Like even her, like she's pretty attractive, right? But even her, she have like dysmorphia, like, you know, she can tell like what is her flaws. I mean, she was thinking about her flaws, like her nose and stuff. I mean, I think to me her nose looks pretty fine, man. What do you guys think? I think her nose look better than mine. No? I think her nose look better than mine. Let me know in the comment.
And proportions of my face, but I think somehow they work together.
I mean, I think her face look pretty proportional. Am I crazy? I mean, over here it looks a little less than here, but I think because her hair cover. Because you know, over here the hair is like at the back, but over here the hair is in front. And she's in shape too, you know, she's like, I guess lean as well. Probably like pretty conscious about her food intakes. Maybe some exercise.
But I think somehow they work together.
Has a pretty cool accent. British accent, I think.
Certain things I like about myself, certain things, maybe I would change. I don't know. There's nothing really to say. But I mean,
So what's the rating? What do you guys think? I think I have a number, but let's wait for her first.
I'd say 5. Pretty level number.
I think I would put herself 5.5. I mean, this is the average female face, right? Yeah, I think if she like put her hair back, it's gonna be pretty cool. I think her face okay. Nothing wrong with it. But I mean, I guess 5.5 is kind of close. So kudos. She got it right. The second female in the video who got it right.
So why do we tend to overrate our attractiveness compared to others? Well, let's look at 3 possible reasons. The first is, let's talk about the mere exposure effect. This is our tendency to like things, in this case faces, more the more we are exposed to them. We look at ourselves several times each day in the mirror, so it makes
Okay.
sense that we would rate our own appearance higher than strangers would.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why. I think if you keep looking at yourself in the mirror, maybe at first you're like something is wrong, right? But maybe you're trying to fix it. You're like, I fix my hair sometimes. Like, sometimes I like do like some kind of like random bullshit, and maybe over time, you tend to like try to like convert the bad things into a good thing in your head. Maybe.
Consistent with this theory, Jeffrey had...
And I guess she have a bunch of makeup, right? Yeah, like, how much makeup do you guys think she have? You think she do her hair? I think she did her hair too. I think she did her hair, she have makeup. You guys think she did filter? Like, like a Snapchat filter or like a social media filter? I think she did.
Haddock's research showed young...
And don't forget the angle as well. The angle, like some angle, like some people in some good angle, they look pretty good, right? Angle and lighting. And then in some angle and lighting, they look pretty bad. Yeah.
People who strongly value attractiveness rate themselves better looking now compared to the past, suggesting we like our own appearances more over...
And notice how like usually attractive people, they get pretty like high view, right? Yeah, especially female, like girls. Like she do makeup, right? I think she look pretty good. She look above average, above a 5.
over time, and the more we are exposed to it as a generation. And this applies not just to how we view ourselves, but also
6 to men, but I'm a 10 to woman. Lesbian? I mean, good for you, but I mean, if you're a 10 to woman, like, who like you, sure. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I think she's above a 5 for sure. Yeah.
how we view ourselves, but also to how we rate other people's physical...
See, like this guy's a chat. Look at him. How many of you think this guy is a chat? Look at that jawline, bro. The jawline, the beard, the hair is kind of cool too, Looks like he's in shape. Yeah, this guy's a chat. Pretty big forehead.
attractiveness on the 1 to 10 scale.
Pretty symmetrical
Phamtom
face.
used brain scans to examine the impact of repeated exposure on perceived attractiveness, and repeated exposure
Kim Kardashian.
to the same attractive or average-looking face activated specific regions in the brain and led to increased attractiveness ratings.
I guess these are like model, huh? Yeah, they're using models. Forgot to zoom in the whole video. No! I'm gonna lose all my subscribers. Sorry, guys. I mean, I keep switching around, I forgot to like zoom in, sorry. Turn off the subtitles.
So we rate complete strangers as less attractive compared
There's no way she's a 5, right? Like, come on.
to people with...
There's no way. I think she's a 6. I mean, I guess within one is kind of accurate. Within one is close enough.
more familiar with, including ourselves.
She's a 6, so 6.5, I think.
This is
Yeah.
important to keep in mind when we look at these studies on attractiveness ratings, where most ratings in this case are given by strangers to
Is that the Jubilee? Yeah, it's a Jubilee video. I mean, I watched it, but I haven't reacted to it. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to react to this video. It's kind of fun.
The strangers. Thinking about this more broadly, this lack of familiarity is one of the biggest issues with dating apps. People swipe left on strangers who could potentially be a good...
Plus, I think on dating app, like, people put the best picture out there, right? I mean, you're not gonna post a picture. You just woke up, like, messy hair. Or, sometimes in the day, like, you look like shit. You just eat, like, a whole bunch of carbs, like, burgers. And now you drink a whole bunch of water and you're bloated. You ain't gonna put those... I mean, myself, too, right? I mean, it's social media. Dating app, like, it's for sure.
Good match if they just got to know each other first.
Or, like, some bad angle or bad lighting. No one's gonna put those pictures out.
I think I'm not too bad and then I'm not too great, so I think 8 is a perfect number for me.
Yeah, she's good looking. I don't think she's an 8 though. I think, yeah, above a 5 for sure. Above a 5, maybe above a 6. Yeah, above a 6 for sure, I think. Maybe between 6 and 7.
I think I'm at 8.
Hold up. How do I go back?
Not too great, so I think 8 is a perfect number for me.
I think I'm at...
So this guy I think's above average. Has a cool jawline, has a good beard. Man, I want that beard, bro. I can make one. Look at me. I can grow one. The max I can grow is like right here. If I let it long. I want to have this guy beard. He has cool hair. I put him at the 6.
I'm at 8.
Probably a solid 8.5.
No. You guys think she's 8.5? I mean, this is in my opinion, right? This is in my perspective. And like I referenced that scale, like from Reddit. I put her at 5.5. What do you think?
And yeah, I don't want to sort of do too much like a... I don't know. I'm a bit sort of probably self-cynical and I don't want to big myself up too much, but...
I mean, I think, what do you mean, like, big yourself up, like a 10? So who's a 10? Who's a 10 on planet Earth? Oh, in America at least. I don't know who's 10. I don't know who's a 10. Because Angelina Jolie's a 9, right? So Victoria's Secret models. I mean, I don't know who's the current model. I don't follow that stuff. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, probably a good thing to big oneself up about. So yeah.
Evolutionary biologist Robert Trivers proposed that self-deception could be an evolutionary adaptation that improves our chances of passing on our genes.
I mean, that makes sense, right? Self-deception. I mean, adaptation is meant to help you survive and reproduce, right? I mean, if you deceive yourself, lie to yourself enough, right? You might actually believe in it. Like, those girls that, get run through by, a whole football team, like NFL players. She's gonna have... Yeah. Yeah, she might be a 5 or a 6 or a 7, but she might say she's a 10 because she did the whole NFL team. Yeah, and then it's gonna be kind of hard for her to find a man, right? Because she's like, oh, I used to, hang out with, NFL players, so now, these average guy, a 5 or, at her level, a 7, they don't matter. She's a 10 now. Well, at least it's her head. It's an adaptation. I feel like you always want better. Yeah.
That improves our chances of passing on our genes. We found some support for this theory in Lin et al.'s 2014 research, which showed that romantic self-deception, or rating yourself higher in attractiveness and desirability than others do, predicts romantic success.
Yeah, I think 7 and 8 is like a model. Like model beauty.
Women. This is comparable to the winner effect in the animal kingdom, where we observe greater success in subsequent fights due to a boost of confidence after winning an initial fight. If positive self-beliefs increases the chance of success, it would make sense that we would inflate our own level of attractiveness to...
Same pictures or different? I feel like this one, they edit the pictures. Yeah, look up right here. The skin is lighter, pretty smooth, right? I don't see any acne here, pimples or whatever. The hair looks kind of similar. I mean, the eyes look different, right? Like right here, eyelashes. How eyelashes a little longer and in shape. Right here, the skin as well, lighter. Less acne, less wrinkle. I feel like her lips different too. Am I crazy? I feel like it's different. And right here, like, she has the thing right here. Like acne, she don't have it here. Yeah. Even down here too, like, you know, like I guess they like paint it over.
Likewise, also increase that chance.
I would say I'm quite confident with myself. I love my...
No, you're not a 10, man. I mean, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but she's not a 10. She's not a 10. I think she's pretty cool looking, but there's no way she's a 10. What do you think? Is she a 10? Does have a jawline, you know, like looks in shape and everything. 6? 5.5? I don't know.
Body, my features, my height, everything about me. So I have no problem.
I think life's too short, so 10.
Life is too short, so it's a 10. I don't know what excuse is that. I mean, if you say confident, I think it's as ridiculous as confident sounds. I think this one is crazier. Life is too short, so it's a 10. I mean, she's not even that unattractive. She's pretty attractive, but life is too short. Oh no. I thought I've seen it all, you know? What is next? Life is too short, so what is next? We'll find out. We'll never find out.
Thirdly, although researchers have shown that people broadly agree on who is attractive and who is not, it's possible that we focus on different traits to evaluate our own attractiveness compared to how others judge us.
Like what? That's a model, right? That's probably like a 7, I think. 7 or more. That's a model.
For example, a 2015 study found that women's self-perceived facial attractiveness was predicted by BMI and fluctuating asymmetry.
I mean, it makes sense, both men and women, right? If you're like lighter, I mean like less fat, like less body fat, you're probably more attractive in general. That's everyone though.
Men's ratings for women were influenced by more neoteny and facial averageness. So both men and women were looking at different parts of the face, but nonetheless, all of these things do contribute to a more attractive face.
I don't know, I just feel like with me, it's like, I don't feel I'm the greatest looking guy in the world.
I mean, what if you're a 5.5, like me, right? I'm not the greatest looking guy in the whole planet, but I think it's good. It's cool.
I don't
It's
feel
whatever.
like I'm not the greatest looking guy. I'm just like average looking or like...
Average is a 5. He put himself as a 3. I don't think these people know what is average. Average is 5.
I don't really have that kind of thing to really make people think I'm good looking.
6.
Yeah, I think this is context dependent. Like each person might have a different opinion. I put it at 5.5. But I mean, it's close enough, right? Yeah, I put it at 5.5. She put herself 6. So within like one range, it's good enough. So I think she nailed it. 3rd female in the video who nailed it.
Feel like I'm pretty, but I'm not like super beautiful.
Yeah, for me 5.5 right now. But I feel like in the past maybe a 6 to 6.5 when I was like in shape and buff, and maybe with a good angle and lighting 6.5. Yeah. I mean, fine, whatever.
Like, yeah. A 9.5, pushing a 10 because
A what?
I just
I didn't hear it.
yeah. A 9.5, pushing
I don't think she's a 9.5.
a 10 because
I put her at a 6.
I just don't really care what people think about me. This is my...
I mean, if you don't care what people think about you, but I mean, what if you're being honest? I mean, I put myself as 5.5. I mean, people can say whatever. That's what I think.
face. I can't really change it.
Elysia talks about not really caring about what people think about it.
I think deep down they do, right? Like I bet you anything, if this girl, right? If this female, if, you know, a guy came by in the podcast who gave her a 10, she'll be pretty happy from the inside. Versus if a guy gave her like a 1, she'd probably be pretty pissed off, right? So how many of you guys think if a guy came up to her and tell her she's a 1, how many of you think she's gonna be pissed off? Or she might say like, I don't really care, but she's kind of negative. She will be negative, I mean. I think she will.
So how important are other people's opinions on when it comes to our looks? Generally depends a lot on who they are. Miller and colleagues showed university students were more likely to rate...
You know, we haven't seen her for this video. I feel like this video show like like people on the better spectrum, like 5+, like average 5, and then maybe above average 5.5. We haven't seen below average 4.5. Oh man, this girl again. This girl. I feel like I've seen her one time in like the like the algorithm. Like they were suggesting me a video for going around asking people. And then she do the stupid like jumping around, like thing.
Colleagues showed university students were more likely to
See? She does that jumping
rate
thing.
feedback
Like I think this is clickbait.
back as threatening and avoid
I mean, she's not bad looking, but it's kind of annoying, right? You think it's annoying? It gets the click though. That's good.
feedback on their appearance when the ratings
1 out of 10. Like I think this guy's trolling. This guy's like he clearly knows like she's trolling. He knows she's doing this for content. I like how he like go along with it. Like he play all along with it. Gotta play the game, right?
came from close peers compared
Oh, 1 in a million. Well played. Did he get her number? I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty big simp in public. I mean, I hope he got her number.
to low threat evaluators, such as students at another university, older adults, or children, compared to their own peers, which are people you're going to see face to face some sooner or later.
I don't think I'm ugly. I'm not the most attractive person in the world, but yeah.
Me
True.
personally, I don't give anyone 10s because 10 means perfect, but I'd give myself a good 8.5 or a 9,
Wrong.
Everyone has their own opinion, but that's just how I look at myself. So I feel like I have
I put him a 6. Pretty good beard and jawline.
pretty
In shape as well.
nice distinct features that,
Yeah.
would make
I mean, I didn't see his hair, but
me stand out. So I don't think they mesh together well. So
I think it depends. Like some days I feel really confident. I feel like a 10, but then some days like I'm not really feeling it. So it's like 6, 7.
One issue with asking people to rate themselves from 1 to 10 is that their answers are
bro, no way, right? No way.
likely somewhat context dependent. Your opinion
I think they're doing that for like the clout, the clickbait, the fake content. What do you think?
of your own attractiveness could be influenced
Like look right here, like attractive people, they know they're attractive, so they like do whatever. Like how many of you guys click this video?
is that their answers are likely somewhat context dependent. Your opinion of your own
So how many of you guys click this video because she's attractive? So has she been an uglier woman and she keep dancing or she doing whatever the hell she doing? Would you guys click her and watch the whole time? I mean, man, like 96,000, like 500 comments, 4,000 bookmark. Is this bookmark? What are you doing? Why are you bookmarking it? Why are you bookmarking this one? Damn. Is this for like fun time? Like, so you can watch it like when you have fun time? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't see why you would bookmark this. I bet you anything, like if she was like uglier, she wouldn't get like this much. I mean, I don't think people care about her dance, right? Maybe out of like 96,000 like maybe like 6,000 care about her dance, or maybe 600. Maybe the rest is like the guys like looking at her. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comment.
attractiveness could be influenced by something as simple as
and then she do that like how many of you guys would watch me do it? Let me do it now. So if I go on TikTok and I go like this, or OnlyFans or whatever, right? Like shaking around. How many of you guys would watch me? I'm guessing like 6 of you guys. Like out of 96,000 of her, I think 6 people would watch me like making a fool of myself. Like look at her, like look right here.
scrolling TikTok.
Like okay. Like no one's gonna watch me doing that.
Or not for that particular day, and exposure to so many attractive people all at once could influence how you feel about your own.
Bro. No. I think they all know what they're doing here. I think they all know. They know. They have to know.
physical looks. We can see some evidence for this in the literature, where Little et al. Showed that exposure to attractive same-sex images lowered people's self-rated attractiveness, while exposure to unattractive images had the opposite effect. This exposure
does it make sense? If you are like a 5, right? You see an attractive, so now you're gonna think you're higher. But if you're like a 5 and you see attractive, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not as attractive as her, right? So let's say, like those girls who put herself a 7, right? What if she sees pictures of, other girls who are like 7, but way prettier? They're gonna go lower. Like, this guy's a chat, man. Like, what is this hair, bro? Crazy hair.
Effect can be even more pronounced for attractive people, where a 2022 study found highly attractive people lowered their own self-rated attractiveness after looking at other attractive faces wearing makeup.
I mean, I think there's always people who's more attractive than you, right? There's nothing you can do about it. If you're 7, there might be people who's like 7.1, 7.2, 7.3 to 7.5, 7.6 to like 8 or whatever. There's always people who's like more attractive. I mean, I don't let that dictate my life. I mean, of course, I wish I was like prettier. I'm not gonna be like no confidence or nothing, right? I think I'm pretty confident. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's the fact. Like, I'm a 5.5. I mean, it would be cool if I'm prettier, but it is what it is. Of course, there are things I can do, like working out and stuff, which can like increase my like rating as well by like 1 or 2 points, potentially.
Compared to no makeup, while these same images had no effect on less attractive participant.
Damn, man. Look at this picture, bro. Like, how many of you think this is the same person? I mean, her outline looks kind of similar, right? No, actually, maybe on the right, like, her outline is a little, like, thinner. Like, more, what is it called? Like, more cleanup. Her bone structure and stuff. Over here, it's more like out there, and on the left, it's more like clean up, like, the shape. But then look at her skin, bro. Her skin, her eyelashes, her nose. I think they bring her nose up. The lips, maybe. Yeah, even down here too. Like they brush off the this area. Man, I think they changed her hair as well. Like, notice right here, right? Her hair is a little darker. Or is it the the light effect? I don't know. Man, the eyes are crazy. Yeah, I think when guys said they're catfish, it could be true.
10, man. Because I just, luckily, not even on a sort of pretentious level, but I've always been comfortable in my own skin.
I think this guy is playing around. I mean, he's attractive, but I think he knows he's playing. I think he's going all along with, the video.
I've always liked what I've seen in the mirror. Never had any sort of insecurities when it comes to.
I mean, I am sure this guy doesn't have any hard time like looking for women. I'm sure. I don't think he's a 10, but I think he's probably have an easier time like looking for women.
Face or body or height or anything. I've been blessed in a sense. So yeah.
True.
Probably say 7.
This guy's a 7. I agree. This guy's gonna have a lot of women. A lot.
When I'm ready to be, I can be an 8. But yeah, definitely a 7.
Yeah, probably get some muscles, like bulk up a little bit. Look a little skinny. Yeah, 8 easily. I think this guy can be a model too. If you like get some muscles, maybe change the outfit. I don't know, like have tattoo. Like girls like tattoo. Look at that vein, bro. So how many of you guys think he's attractive? Let me know in the comment.
Myself, yeah, just confidence, I suppose.
10.
Okay, why do they always laugh like that? Why do they always laugh like that, man? Because the guys, like, notice how they never laugh. But the girls, they always laugh. Like, look at her. Like, I think she's... I think she's playing.
Even if you don't,
like, they're just having fun, I think. They're not being serious.
You have to say it because you can't project off bad energy about yourself, so it always has to be a 10. Yeah.
Even on my worst day, I'm a 10.
Period.
I think they're good looking, but they're not 10. I think they're just playing around.
You have to think that and manifest it for real.
Yeah. If you don't think you're a 10,
then who's gonna think that exactly? So
it doesn't matter what I think. Like, what I think is subjective, but like what the whole planet thinks is objective. Like, I can think I'm a 10, but objectively I'm not a 10. Sure. I think confidence is when you can you can like separate, like your own feelings and accept reality. I mean, of course, there are things you can do to improve it, right? But at first, you have to accept the reality first. That's confidence. Like, you have the audacity to accept reality and maybe improve upon it. I don't think confidence is lying to make yourself feel better. Unless they're playing around, she has that smirk on her face, like she's playing around.
A lot of our interviewees mentioned the importance of being confident.
Like right here, look, like this is a model, right? This is an 8 to me. This is like an 8 to me. I mean, I haven't seen her hair down, but this is a model. Like 7 or 8, it's like a model.
Confident in your own looks, and there's a good reason for this. Both men and women rate confidence as an important trait in a potential partner. But is there an optimal level of confidence for...
Bro, how much makeup does she have? How much makeup? So are we watching her for her walk with confidence or because she's good looking? Do you guys want to see me walk like that? Let me know in the comments.
Or maximizing attractiveness. Murphy et al. Ran 4 different...
If I walk like that, how many of you guys would watch me? How many views would I get? 1? Yeah. Maybe a gay guy? Yeah, maybe a gay guy like watch me. Or maybe someone, who accidentally clicked into my video, like watch me walk like randomly.
Experiments.
Bro, if you want to watch people walk, just go outside, bro. I mean, right now people are on social media, right? But if you want to watch people walk, like I go to Walmart, I go to whatever, people walk around all the time. I mean, this attracts people at Walmart, right? I don't mean to be creepy and like keep looking at them, but like this attracts people at Walmart. And there's also average people at Walmart. And there's also people like below average at Walmart. Just go over there and watch them walk around.
And their initial results show that overconfident people were accurately perceived as more confident, which did increase desirability. However, they were also perceived as arrogant, which...
Bro, how many of you guys think she don't have confidence? Hold up, how do I...
More confident, which did increase desirability. However,
how many of you guys think she don't have confidence? Walking with no confidence. First of all, she posts herself on social media. Like for me, right? My first few videos, I'm super awkward. I didn't pronounce the word properly, and I'm still awkward. I'm still trying to learn how to show myself more. I think I'm a pretty confident person, but there's just something about like the camera and talking to the camera and staring at the camera and the screen. That's kind of like freaking me out a little bit. Performance anxiety, I guess. And for her to be like, like not only recording herself, posting on social media, but walking in front of the whole crowd. Yeah, walking with no confidence.
Also perceived as arrogant.
Plus, I think she's fine. Like, there's nothing unconfident about it, about this walk.
Which negatively...
I mean, I feel like I see people walk like that all the time.
Impacted desirability.
I think this walk is a little too much. This is probably like arrogance, so like, like they're overdoing it. Yeah.
More or less cancelling out.
Like how many girls you see outside, like, like whenever you walk past a girl, she go like flick her hair like that. I feel like that's more like, like some kind of Hollywood shit, like the movie shit, yeah. How many girls flick their hair like that,
Out the effect. But there are some real benefits to overconfidence. Being overconfident was a net plus when it came to intrasexual competition, and the authors asked participants to write their own dating profile. Then they were given the chance to bet money on if their dating profile was more attractive than another profile. And is this dating profile, does it have like words or it's just pictures? Because if you write stupid shit like me, right? I write some stupid shit. Like, I feel like it can be pretty bad. It can decrease your match. The results show that people were less willing to compete against overconfident opponents, while the overconfident ones were more like...
I mean, it makes sense, right? Same thing with everything, right? If you're you think you're below level, you probably back off so you don't have to I don't want to say fight, but versus face the better person in general. I mean, I guess there's a minority of the time you do it, but most of the time people back off. Like people do have a sense of thing. They don't want to accept it. They don't want to say it out loud because they feel kind of bad, right? But I think they have an idea of what that is. It's just kind of hard to say it out loud. But I think from within, they kind of know it.
To agree to compete across the board. In a follow-up experiment, the authors found that as levels of competition increased...
Bro, this guy looked like Giga Chat, huh? Giga Chat. Am I crazy? Okay. Giga Chat? Yeah? No.
The negative effects of arrogance on overall romantic success seemed to disappear, and the positive effects of confidence became stronger. So the main takeaway here is that overconfident people seem to have a significant romantic competitive advantage. Therefore, it makes sense that we tend to
Yeah, let's go with the halo effect. You know, if you're attractive, you tend to like get more like things done your way. Let's say you have a job interview, right? You both have the same qualification, everything like the same, right? The more attractive guy probably have like things like a easier time getting a job offer. Plus, attractive people, they tend to be more confident as well. I'm not saying unattractive people is not confident, but attractive people tends to have more confidence in general, on average, which kind of help with like job offering and other stuff too, like social media, especially social media.
overrate our own looks compared to others' perceptions.
10.
No, she's not a 10.
Because it's me. It's for myself, I should
I mean, it's you, but you're not a 10.
see myself as a 10 out of 10.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, this guy, I agree. Like this is confidence. This is confidence right here, bro. Like, yeah, confidence is like when when you accept the fact and then you can see what you can do about it. Like, how do you improve upon it? I put him a 5. I'm a 5.5, so like he's a 5. Nothing wrong with it. We're kind of similar. We're almost the same.
It's a good solid pass mark rate. Nothing too fancy.
Because I think I'm cute, but yeah, I put in a lot of effort to feel and look nice and be nice. I think my personality
Good for you, bro.
also shines through.
Corin mentioned her personality and how it impacts the way she rates herself. Now you might...
How would personality influence looks? Like, I see this all the time, bro.
Corin mentioned her...
How does personality influence looks? Like, look is look, I think. I mean, I guess if you're talking about, like, overall, right? Like, like, overall look, personality, like, all the factors combined, right? So, personality do affect the overall rating. But if we're just talking about looks, I think look is look. Like, muscles, lean, jawline, symmetries, hair, eyes, whatever. Like, tall, short. That is look, not personality.
Personality and how it impacts the way she rates herself. Now you might think personality is irrelevant when it comes to the 1 to 10 scale, particularly on...
Okay, out of curiosity, do you watch this video for her pets or for her? Or for the way she looks? She's kind of attractive. I feel like I would watch this video for her pets. Look how huge this boy is. I don't know, he looks kind of huge, he looks kind of cool. I think I want to pet him.
Looks, but we came across some significant studies showing that personality genuinely does influence our perceptions of physical attractiveness. Look at one.
Yeah, I feel like I guess most people, they don't think about it like that. So if they see a girl who's kind of like cute, and then she's kind of confident, but she's not overly cocky, like, it makes them feel like they should rate her higher. It's just like a perception.
One of those studies where Kong et al. Divided 120 people into 3 groups and asked them to rate 60 women's attractiveness. 2 weeks later, they rated the same faces again, this time with positive, negative, or no personality information. There was a significant boost in rated attractiveness for those with a positive personality.
Yeah, it's just perception, right? Like if you have a better personality, they probably give you like a +1. Negative personality, -1 or 2.
Personality and a decrease in rating for...
It's just like a perception. It could be right or wrong. Like, it's just how people feel. It's almost objective, but it's kind of not objective. Because they take away a little bit. A few points.
Those with a negative personality trait ascribed to them. And another 2023 study...
I mean, I think a Giga Chat, right? Like a 10 Giga Chat, right? It's usually an asshole, right? He's a 1 in personality, but he's a 10 in look. He's still a 10. And that's why girls like him. Girls like bad guys and girls like good looking. And money too, but we're just talking about looks and stuff. Yeah, I think girls like Giga Chat. At first, especially if they're like teenagers, if they're like like young women, like 20s, early 20s, they go around like partying, Giga Chat.
Added to this body of research showing that perceived honesty boosts physical attractiveness ratings for both men and women. The impact of personality on perceived physical attractiveness and also the mere exposure effect helps to explain why so many couples start out as friends. Hunt et al. Showed that couples who had been friends before dating had much lower attractiveness correlations a range of 0.20 and
What is this? Hold up. What's this graph? Okay, so interesting, right? So the left, they have not been friends before, and on the right, they have been friends before.
0.40 compared to those who had formed relationships soon after meeting, attractiveness correlations of 0.52 and 0.70, meaning that the more attractive couples tend to start straight into a relationship and the less attractive ones tend to go from friendship to relationship.
That's very interesting, huh? You know, the attractive couples start dating right away. And you know, like the less attractive couple, I should say, start out as friend first. I guess, okay, hot take. Is attractive people more shallow? According to this article. Because, you know, like, yeah, like the unattractive, you know, like maybe you first started as a friend and then you see how their personality is. Because the attractiveness, the look attractiveness, you should be able to tell in first sight. Like the first 10 seconds? No. The first 3 seconds I met someone, I would know if they're attractive or not. Maybe they are like minor features that I haven't taken into consideration, like what, like eyes color, maybe like lash, maybe like veins stuff, like, you know, like those minor features. It can be like +1 or 2, but I mean overall, I know if they are attractive or not. Attractive, more shallow? Confirm ? And I guess, you know, like the less attractive, you know, they become friends. So I guess that is where the personality come in, because the personality can affect the overall score. Yeah.
This is another reason why we might rate our own attractiveness higher compared to a stranger's assessment, because we're more familiar with our positive personality traits, and that influences our perceptions of the way that we look.
You know, I like the video. It's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I've seen some like people like rating other people, but you know, this video has some good insight. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment down below. Like and subscribe for more. It's pretty fun. This video is pretty fun. Thank you. Bye.